We do.
Welcome to episode 13 of the
13.
Bozos and Buckets podcast. 13 is almost the number the Warriors lost last night. They lost by 16.
Terrible.
That was a absolutely not. It was a wild game up until like the Celtics just took over in the
I
fourth.
feel like it wasn't even that wild because first quarter and second quarter were pretty Celtics dominated, which is like good because you know that the Warriors always have a good third quarter, which they still did. They came
did.
back from the deficit and took the lead by a point before obviously the Celtics turned it back up and went crazy in the fourth, late third. But I think they accounted for that well. I'm pretty sure we've talked about it that the Warriors' third quarter is something different, and you just need to create a big enough gap in the first two and last quarter in order to just avoid it or not suffer from it too much.
Mm-hmm. No, definitely, I 100% agree. But it doesn't like when the third quarter when the Warriors started coming back, I'm like, oh shit! I'm like they might have this, but then Boston. Like my biggest takeaway from the game is just Boston outworked them. Like
Sure.
hustled and they wanted it more. It looked like the Warriors have no like if Curry's not like generating like 90% of the offense, they have like no offense. I mean Wiggins, shout out Wigwag. He played really well, but like other than Wiggins, like Thompson shot a lot better too, but he went cold at the end of the game. So they need more. They need more of an offense. Like the Celtics have like a balanced scoring. Like they have multiple guys that can hit. But
It was crazy. I saw a stat on the Celtics.
mm-hmm.
Their three main guys, Tatum, Brown, and Smart, all put up minimum of 25 and 5. That's like the most even trio you need. Because look at none of them are dropping triple doubles, no 40, 15, and 10. They don't need that. This is like the first team where it's like all decent players. Obviously, I don't even know if Tatum... Now, Tatum's a star, but like honestly, in these first three games, Jaylen Brown has kind of outshined him. Great first quarter, good first half. It's just very consistent through the whole team. Everyone gets what it is they need to do.
Right.
But before we get into other individual player stats, I think it's better if we go over overall team stats.
No, I definitely agree. What's a stat that jumped out to you?
Rebounds.
I was just gonna say you took mine. Rebounds. Talk about it.
Rebounds, 31 to 47. Offensive, Warriors had 6, while the Celtics had 15. So we talked about, I think, for game one, you just need to get those rebounds and those second chance points. Defensive rebounds, I don't think matter as much. It was 25 and 32 respectfully, but the Celtics got more shots and on them from three and stuff, so they were easier to rebound. Just defensive, nobody's in the paint. Two guys in there, so that's just defensive.
Yeah, the rebounds definitely. That's one that jumped out at me too. Looking at like other Warriors had 5 more fouls than the Celtics, and they also had 5 more turnovers. So think about that.
Dang, my stats are off then.
Yeah, total turnovers for me. It says Warriors had 17, Celtics had 12.
Okay, I'll go based off your numbers. Mine said 16 and 12. It's still a big difference. What was it last series? We talked about it. The Warriors were averaging like 11 point something or 12.1 turnovers per game, I believe, and the Celtics were averaging almost 15. It was like 14.7, 14.8, and they switched it around. 4 turnovers for one team is far greater. Let's say that turns into 4 shots. Could be anywhere from like 4 to 10 point difference, and that all contributes to the win. So it's a good job that they did.
Definitely.
Because other than that, shooting, neither of them had a crazy shooting night. They both shot like 40s and high 40s for field goal, 37 both of them actually from 3. The thing that did stand out to me was free throws. The Celtics were not scoring free throws. They shot 71% from the line, while the Warriors shot 87%. Obviously, the Warriors have 2 of the best shooters in the league from free throw, highest percentages being Jordan Poole and Steph Curry. But I felt like it was a lot of Klay Thompson and Draymond Green at the line last game. So it was impressive to see those numbers being that high.
Definitely. And then the Warriors hit more threes, and they also had more fast break points.
Mm-hmm.
But what really I think killed because the Warriors had 18 fast break
Yeah.
points, the Celtics only had 4. So the Celtics weren't getting out in transition. Their half court offense was just elite. Um, Points in the paint is an example I think of related to that half court offense. Warriors had 26, and the Celtics had 52 points in the paint.
I don't know if you saw that play. Who is it that has the ball? I think it's Brown. He has the ball, and he feeds the ball inside to Horford, and Horford is being guarded by, I believe it's Otto Porter or Draymond and Otto Porter, and then Derek White is on the perimeter. He opens up for him. Horford plays him, so then White pulls his guy plus a guy that's on Horford, and Draymond goes out to the wing. I think Tatum's in the corner, leaving Horford open. He plays him just back in, and easy finish. Like, they're just rotating the ball so well, getting the guys off of who they need to score, and it's just working. Amazing.
Definitely, they're throwing a lot of lobs to Rob Williams. Every time Tatum drove, he seemed to
Look for
just
him.
look for him, and then when Tatum drove too, when Tatum decided to drive and score, like he was making all his layups. Like he wasn't shooting particularly well, but I mean he made his layups. And I don't know if you've noticed this, but it seems like Golden State like struggles sometimes to make easy layups.
I think so. They like overhit them. They roll off. I think Wiggins struggles with it. Gary Payton, I don't know if it was this game, but definitely last game he did struggle a bit. I feel like with the layups, even though like that one where he got fouled by, was it Brown, and he still missed. Like that's a and one. They're giving you a free throw, like free throw,
Yeah,
and you got to capitalize on that. But that's obviously the game before, so that doesn't count. I mean, Williams didn't score too much, but he did have 4 or 5. He missed just one shot, but
dude,
fucking 3 steals, 4 blocks. Tell me why now is when he decides to hit the over on 2.5.
right? He only had. I was just gonna bring that up. He only had 2 last game, and then he pressed up 7.
Now he has
this game.
7. Insane.
You know what? Honestly, their over is gonna be crazy next game.
And then we hit the under.
Absolutely, and then watch him go for like 10. Like he'll have like
Yeah,
a sense
literally.
game of like. But yeah, I mean Williams.
Triple double,
I mean,
steals, blocks.
yeah, he had 10 rebounds. Obviously, like you said, he didn't shoot a lot. He only had shot 5 shots, but he made 4 of them. Yeah, like I think he shot really well, but he didn't shoot any free throws. But they
looking
don't ask him
now,
to.
turnovers. Everyone kept it cool. Out of everyone that played, they all had 1 or 2. The only one that had a bad turnover rate was Smart. He had 5 assists and 5 turnovers. So his like ratio wasn't the best, but you just take it down a notch, slow down a little bit, and you'll be fine. It's just stuff that now you adjust as the winning team. Because I think even though it's only 1 game, the Celtics are heavy favorites for the next. Heavy. Because that was a good performance by them.
You know, last night it got me thinking, like, so, like, I think the road to the finals is more important than I think maybe people, like, I mean, I've seen a lot of people giving credit to the Celtics, but, so who'd the Warriors, like, play? They played, who'd they play round 1?
What seed were they?
They were 2.
Third? 2? They played the 7th, the Grizzlies.
No, they were 3 then, because Grizzlies played Timberwolves.
They played the 6th seed then. Let me see real quick.
Yeah, but couldn't have been that good of a team.
Nuggets.
Nuggets, okay.
It was Warriors in 5, I believe.
Yeah, so they played a Nuggets team that literally only had Jokic healthy. Then they move on to the next round. They play a Grizzlies team that, even though that they're better without John Morant, you still need John Morant.
No, John Morant,
obviously.
yeah.
And then they go to the finals, the Western Conference Finals, and
Mavs,
which are still really good, but I think Mavs exceeded expectations.
I think they did below expectations in the conference finals, but in the playoffs, they did well.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Like getting there, like nobody picked them to get there.
Yeah, for sure. I agree.
But Phoenix just self-destructed, so that's
they did it to
wild.
themselves. CP3, man.
Yeah, but I think the Celtics, on the other hand, played in a much tougher East with the Nets.
Swept the Nets.
the Brooklyn Nets. I mean, even though like Durant and Kyrie and like they don't have much, like that's still hard to do. And then you get to
Beating
the
the Bucks.
Bucks, the reigning champions in 7.
I don't care. Oh, Chris Middleton was out. Chris Middleton is not making that much of a difference, bro. I'm a Chris Middleton hater.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? We'll never know. I mean, I think the thing with like finals runs is that people are like, oh, you only won the finals because of like the other team was like injured or like stuff like injuries happen every year. Oftentimes the
Middleton is always hurt, bro. It's best of who can stay the fittest and play the best. So you lost because you fucking lost because you can't keep your fucking players healthy.
Exactly, and that's part of the reason why Phoenix got to the finals last year too. Like, I don't know, but and then they beat the Bucks, and then they go to the conference finals, a very tough Miami Heat team in 7. So that's back-to-back game 7s, and then now they're playing the Golden State Warriors with.
While the Warriors won in 5, 5-5. No.
Yeah, won 5. Yeah, they beat the Grizz in 6, and then they beat the Mavs in 5. So that's,
Sometimes that's a disadvantage. Too much of a break.
Oh yeah, and then the Warriors have 120 games combined of finals experience. Celtics have 0. And
coming into it. Yeah, now they each got 3.
The Celtics look like the more experienced team.
Yeah, I mean, some of their players have gone deep into playoff runs. They went to the Eastern Conference Final with pretty much the same unit. Was it 5 years ago?
Yeah, rookie Tatum, rookie Brown. So
yeah,
they didn't. Kyrie was hurt that year, right? That was when the Kyrie Celtics.
Yes.
Yeah. Damn. Imagine if Kyrie played.
But, I don't know, man. I think he would. When Kyrie plays, he brings down his other teammates. Remember when he left what was it, the Nets? Everyone on the Celtics had a fucking breakthrough season. They all increased in their shooting percentages and their assists and their rebounding. Career highs for all of them, even the ones that got traded. Insane.
Definitely. Going back to the game, another thing I'm like looking at like on the stats for like the individual players, the Warriors starters got into heavy foul trouble. Like Draymond fouled out. He had 6. Yeah. Wiggins had 4.
Yep.
Looney
Curry had 2 in the
3.
first quarter, and they decided to keep him in, which I think is a good decision. You shouldn't be deterred early on, but I think if you hit like 4 before like halftime, you should be a little concerned. I think that's the only time I'd pull them off. Like, you got 4, half. I don't know. Maybe sit for a bit.
Yeah. But, yeah, and 4 for Curry. But so it's 31 points for Curry, 25 for Thompson, 18 for Wiggins. Nobody else even had more than 6 points. No, Jordan Poole had 10. But the rest of the Warriors not good at all.
Do you want to talk about what they can do better to improve?
Yeah, so I mean, looking ahead to Game 4, I just think they need to and I think I said this like at the end of Game 1, they just need a more balanced offense. Like they can't rely on like Curry and Thompson like shooting threes to like keep them in the game. They need to like run more like sophisticated plays other than just like high screens like to like have Curry and Thompson come off the edge of, because like I mean the Celtics are gonna learn how to defend that. They have to watch the film and make adjustments, and then what else are the Warriors gonna do? They're gonna drive and like miss easy layups. Like they need to come up with more plays, and I don't know. That's what I think. I don't know about you.
I think they need to reach a little deeper into their bench. They're just getting outsized for a majority of the time. There's no real big guy on the bench that I would see making a difference. Like height-wise, obviously, I see them making a difference in the game because obviously that's why I'm calling upon them. Toscano Anderson, Moses Moody, and Kuminga. I get Moody and Kuminga are 2 rookies, but I mean, they're 6'5" and 6'6", I believe. And they're not, like, weak. They're not, like, just thin looking. I feel like they would do a better job on defense or as a present body if the first unit isn't working in, like, the first and second quarter, just to stop the bleeding a little bit. Obviously, leave the starters in for the third quarter. That's when they really shine and get their groove together. And then, I don't know. I think they should just reach into their bench a little bit more, especially if they have like rough shooting nights. I think Draymond had a pretty poor game. It wouldn't hurt to put somebody else in. He wasn't really stopping people. He was just trying to get under people's skin, and it didn't really work out the way he planned on it. So now he's just going to be a little butthurt about it.
Yeah,
Like,
I think the getting under the skin worked in game 2, but I think game 3 they're like, okay, this guy's just like, it's pathetic at this point.
I don't know. Yeah, did you see that play? I think it was at the free throw line where Draymond's literally just pulling Tatum by the neck. I'm like,
No
bro.
call too.
Yeah, nothing. But I mean, that's to be expected. I think it's a little scary for them to eject him ever since it happened in the finals against LeBron, and everyone's like, LeBron only dropped 41 points because Draymond's not here, and then he dropped 41 the next game too. Shut their bitch asses up. Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Literally averaged like 48-8 in those finals.
Yeah. Insane. Like, if you eject a guy and it makes a difference, that's not the ref's fault. It's the player's fault for not having discipline and not knowing how to control his temper. So, don't blame the refs. He should have been ejected last game, too.
Yeah, I would have to agree. I think it's just like, I think his reputation like is like they're gonna call more fouls on him because of his reputation, but because they won't eject him though because like, oh well, that's Draymond, like.
Yeah, then what's the point of calling all the fouls?
Exactly. Yeah, but that's what I feel like he's like in that. He's got that like sweet spot with the refs. Like, yeah, they'll call a bunch of fouls on him, but he's not going to get ejected.
And they'll let him yell, bro. They'll let him throw a tantrum too. No tease, no nothing.
Yeah, and I saw too. Like he was like clapping in Grant Williams' face, and I'm like, eh.
Yeah, and then Grant Williams turned it on, and he didn't want to do nothing about it, bro.
Speaking of that, I want to like shout out Grant Williams, man, because I mean I don't know how tall he is officially. Like I can look it up, but he's the power forward that's like basically built like Charles Barkley, and he was just
6'6", 236.
Oh my god, he's thick as hell, and he's grabbing all the boards, and he only had 5 rebounds, and that might not seem like a lot, but if you watch the game, those were such important rebounds,
crucial rebounds. Heck yeah, there was one on the offensive board that he put back.
Yeah,
those are big, man.
He had a clutch corner 3 that like kind of iced it, and like I don't know. I'm a big fan of his. Like I know it's like the Celtics and everything, but I'm already mentally preparing for the Celtics to get 18.
Yeah, I mean I don't mean to call him a nobody, and I don't, but like he's not somebody anybody expected to turn up, and he's not even a like super talented guy. He's just a hard worker. Obviously, he's got talent. He's enough to be in the league, but beyond that, he works hard. He's hustling up and down the court. You see him take hard falls. He takes his little time on the floor, gets back up and back like nothing happened. He's just fighting through every obstacle that gets thrown at him, really, and it's just impressive to see. So he's doing a really good job being like that 4th guy, 5th guy.
No, definitely. I mean, he played 20 quality minutes. He was pretty like, I mean, he's not a primary ball handler, but he only turned it over once. And oh, here we go. This is what I was looking for. So 3 of those 5 rebounds he had were offensive rebounds.
Look at that. Amazing.
3 of the 5. So I don't know. I'm a huge fan of his. Obviously, so other than we'll do this one for each team. So like we'll start with the Celtics. Other than Tatum and Brown, who do you see stepping up the most in Game 4?
I mean, I think Smart again.
Yeah.
I mean, he can do the same stat line, maybe even less. 25 and 5 is fine. He just has to lower the turnovers a little bit for me. Al Horford had a good game. The third guy, though. Yeah, I think it's going to be Marcus Smart.
Marcus Smart. Yeah.
Because when he gets good in the corner, he gets good in the corner.
Definitely. I think I got Horford being good next game because I don't know. I saw Robert Williams kind of land awkwardly.
It does not matter
on that knee, so I'm thinking that if they may, depending on how bad it is, because he's been known to miss games, they may rest him. If they rest him, then Horford's going to have a big game. But
I don't think they should rest him. Nah, I think win Game 4,
and then maybe rest him.
Rest Game 5. Yes, because that home court, you can give up one in the Bay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Stealing one over there and then winning 2 at home puts you in a pretty good position.
Yeah.
and then win it game 6, like I've been predicting, would be icy.
Yeah. I mean, you had Celtics in 7, I think. That was your OG prediction?
Yeah, Celtics in 7.
You said 6 or 7, but I mean, credit to you. You had Boston the whole time, so.
I mean, hey, it's nowhere near over.
No, not at all. But I mean, like, I think Boston's exceeding my expectations. I thought Warriors would be up 2-1, not vice versa. So, but oh yeah.
So what happens when you steal one?
That stat you brought up earlier, I'm seeing right now, the Tatum, Smart, Jaylen Brown one. Like they all did 25 and 5. They're the first trio to do that since the 1984 Lakers. Michael Cooper, that. Magic Johnson, and Kareem. That's very impressive. So, I saw a TikTok before we get into the rest of the series. I saw a TikTok saying two people were debating who's gonna have like the better career, Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum. And
I mean, I don't want to say that. I don't know.
I know it's hard to compare, but it's a decent question. Because some people are saying that like Jaylen Brown, like this isn't even his peak yet, and then they're saying this is what we're gonna get out of Tatum, like this is his ceiling.
Wow,
so, that's cool. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? To say. I know you're a fan of both, but
in my opinion,
yeah, strictly opinion,
completely opinionated. I think since entering the league, Tatum has been seen as the 1. Well, Brown is the 2. And I think that is significant because right now on the team, he's the one that's going to get the shots. He's the one that's going to get everything. And if they were ever traded, they're both going to be seen as the 1 and 2. And Tatum, wherever he lands, will be played as the 1 again, like the star. And Brown will be a supporting cast. So because of that, I think it'll be Tatum because they pretty much are the same player, do the same numbers. It's just the position they're going to be put in. Tatum's going to be put in a better position to do more for his whichever team he's on.
I would agree. I think Tatum has the capability to always be a 1, like you said. I think Brown is so good at being a number 2 that like he should just stay. Like he's like the best number 2 in the league. Like at number 1, it gets dicey.
They're a good instance of like Kyrie and KD again. Like maybe it's just 2 equally good stars. Obviously, I think KD gets the edge on Kyrie just because he's like an elite scorer.
Yeah,
but I think it's pretty much the same regard. It's just 2 stars, not one guy and a supporting guy. It's not like MJ and then Scotty. That's like the Warriors. Like Steph, then it's Clay, then Dre. Like, no, the Celtics just got 2 good guys. Same thing with Clippers, Kawhi and PG. Although Kawhi gets the edge a little. No, I'm just rambling, but
so that's a fun. That'd be a good off-season episode, like just like ranking duos, because that'd be there's a lot of good.
I think if the C's win, I think this is the duo.
Yeah, it'll be the duo of the season, but I wouldn't want to let recency bias maybe get ahead of like. Because, like, if you put, like, healthy Kawhi and healthy PG up against healthy Brown and Tatum, I'm taking Kawhi and PG.
I mean, I don't know if you remember, but, like, it was, like, 3 seasons ago where a bunch of stars got moved, and it was kind of taking the trio thing away and moving into duos. That's when, like, LeBron and AD, it was, who was it? James Harden and...
it was Harden and...
Was it Russ? No, it was Beal and Russ, Kyrie, KD.
Yeah.
Like, it was all 2 guys instead of 3s. Obviously, I think it's changed a little. Westbrook is now in the Lakers. Warriors rebuilt.
Yeah, but we thought we had a trio.
Yeah, it's like you're sort of seeing between, like, a 1, 2, and a 3 or 2 1s, which is kind of interesting. Which works out more, and it seems like the 2 good guys is working out over the 3, like...
Yeah. No, I agree. It seemed like the 2010s... so after the Lakers won that 2010 title, 2011 to like 20...
That was the last like duo.
Yeah.
That was the last duo.
Kobe and Power were like the last good duo. And then I'd say from 2011 up until the point where you said like stars started getting moved.
2011 was by itself. Just one guy. 2011.
No, that's when the
Then
big three started. I mean, like I'm saying, like the
yeah,
era of like
but like I'm thinking of the winner. Like the winner
the
was
winner.
literally Dirk, my guy,
Oh,
crazy.
well, I guess then you could say like 2008. Well, here's the thing. I don't think the Celtics like big three were a legitimate big three, like Garnett, Pearson, Allen. But
I don't know about Allen being a big, obviously great scorer and stuff, but like
yeah,
no.
I don't know. I'm
They
kind
had
of a Paul
Rondo
Pierce
too.
hater, but
I was too, but like I see now, like he was a good player, bro. He was a good shooter. He was good. He wasn't as great as like he thinks he is because he talks a lot for himself, but his D Wade is definitely better than him. But,
oh, 100%. And then he was on like some ESPN show or something, and Pierce is like, "Yeah, no, I had a better career than LeBron," and I'm like, "Stop it!" I'm like,
no way.
he was on national TV saying he was better than LeBron, but. Okay, so what was I saying? Yeah, so from like 2012, I guess you could say like the winner up until like
Trios
trios dominating, and then I
Yeah,
like it.
OKC had a trio too. It just didn't work out.
Yeah, 2012. That was a great team. I was a big fan of that 2012 OKC team. They were super young, but
2015 trio, 2016 trio, 2017 trio, 2017 and 2018 were not trios. Those were four fucking dudes. Fuck that. That should have never happened. That should have never happened. Adam Silver's a freaking dumbass.
but
2019 was just one guy. I hate to say it. It was just one guy.
oh yeah, Kawhi. Yeah.
2020, two guys again. So it's been changing a lot, but hopefully they get out of like it's a trio versus a trio. Like sometimes you need some grit from some lesser known guys to make it interesting.
Do the Raptors win though if KD's healthy? I mean,
Yes, bro.
you think the Raptors still win?
Whether it was the Raptors or the Sixers, yeah, because Clay was out too.
Oh, that's right. Clay was that. So like, I mean, yeah, I mean, like that's going back to the point earlier in the episode. Like, you need to stay healthy to win.
Klay Thompson's injury was dirty though.
Yeah.
That was dirty. So you can sort of put the blame on who was it? Who fouled him? It was probably Lowry, bro. I hate Lowry so much. Fat little fuck.
We always find ways to get to Lowry's land.
Yeah, man. That injury was disgusting. Now like thinking back, bro, that is not a natural movement. That is, he went up for the dunk or the layup and then he moved his legs. That's not cool, bro. That's dirty as fuck. Whoever it was.
Yeah, no, a lot of dirty injuries, man.
No, I'm gonna search it up now.
Yeah, you're hot, man. You're fuming. So, I mean, in the meantime, while you look that up, I'm saying so. As far as who I think
It was fucking guess who it was. Guess.
Is it somebody that's like well known?
Yes, he gets memed on a lot.
So is it Lowry?
No, it's Danny Green.
Danny Green.
Green Ranger.
Green.
Pussy.
I have mixed feelings about Danny Green.
3-time NBA champ. Same as Curry.
That's such a wild stat.
Better shooter.
That's why, like, I think rings can't like always be like the final like end all like conversation. And who's better.
Do you remember Patrick McCaw? He won like 3 rings in his first 3 years. 2 with the Warriors, 1 with the Raptors. Like, bro, you're about to tell me he's like better than Charles Barkley, bro? Come on.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Better than Reggie Miller.
There's gotta be way more that goes into it. People are like, well, MJ had 6 rings and
he's undefeated in the finals. Okay, but he has like 4 first-round exits. Like, chill out.
Yeah, no way.
But he played on the Wizards. LeBron would never play on the Wizards.
No.
Let's just get that straight.
No. LeBron only plays for his hometown team and then overpowered teams. That's all LeBron does. But the Lakers one wasn't like overpowered though. It wasn't like Miami. You know, I don't know. Depending on how you think the 2020 team was built.
I think they were pretty overpowered, bro. But their team should have been better this year than that.
Oh, 100%. But no, didn't. I think the 2021 should have been better because they were better on paper.
This team was expected, Shay. This team was expected to win at least 60 games.
Yeah, but I kind of like saw through it at like when I got really worried when they were signing like old guy after old guy. I'm like, oh, like the trio was good. I was excited about that. I didn't think Russ would be that bad, but God, we just put a retirement home up there, and it didn't. They should have known. I don't know. But anyway,
Yeah.
I'm rambling way off topic.
Let's go into predictions or what?
Yeah,
Or what
game
do you wanna
4.
How many
Obviously,
games? How many games are happening before we pod again? The next game 5 is on Monday.
let me see, because I think they're gonna have to adjust for like a travel day.
Yeah, there'll be. Well, what's today? Today's Thursday. They're
Thursday.
playing Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday off. Then Monday. Yeah.
Yeah, Monday.
So we'll talk about game 5 on Sunday.
Yeah.
But
So
just game 4 then.
game 4. Okay, so this is the most important game. I mean, other than like if it ever reaches 7, this is the most important game of the whole series. Because you talk
3-1
about
lead or tying the series.
yeah, 3-1 or tied is the biggest difference that you can possibly think of. So, I mean, you probably obviously have Boston, I'm guessing.
I got Boston again, man. Boston. I don't think it'll be a crazy game. I didn't expect them to win by 16 either. Maybe by 8.
Mm-hmm.
Should
By
be
8?
around the same scoring, yeah. Anywhere in like the high 90s, low 100 flats. So like maybe 96-104.
96-104 Boston. Okay, that's fair. I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna pick Golden State, not because I think they're better than the Celtics. I just think they need to win. They just need to. They need to win, or else this is over.
No.
And listen, like Adam Silver is not gonna want his finals going down 3-1. So. But yeah, I think if the Warriors, they have to win. I'm picking them to win this game just because they have to. And if they don't win this one, obviously Celtics are going to win in 5. It's either Golden State in like 7 or like Celtics in 5 at this point.
Not to go too crazy off topic on game fixing and stuff, but I don't know if you saw that in the South African Soccer League, 2 teams were given lifetime bans for fixing games. One of the scores was 33-1, and the other one was 59-1. And it had a total of 41 own goals.
Yeah. How is that not? Like, how do they think
It
they're going to
happened
get away with
this
that?
morning. Yeah, I was like, where did you see that going?
Guys, if we score 60 goals, we're obviously the better team. They won't know a thing.
They won't suspect that. Like, what, bro?
If we're
high
accidentally-
scoring game is 9-0, 10-0, bro.
Hey, if we have like 40 own goals, that'll make it way more believable. We're
Yeah.
just clumsy. Oopsie.
We just suck, yeah. When I woke up, that was the first Bleacher Report notification I read. I was like, why? But yeah.
That's actually really fun. Maybe do like, I don't know, if you really want to be special, do like 5-2 or something.
Yeah, like 10-1, 10-2 on if you're feeling bold. 59-1, bro. Come on.
59-1. Jesus.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, well, I mean, what was it? Speaking of soccer, shout out Liverpool. I mean, it hasn't been announced yet, but it looks like we're getting Darwin Nunez. But
Spending 100 mil. You know how much your team has spent in 7 years, and how many Premier Leagues they won?
Okay, so like let's say like if we're spending like I don't know, how much have you spent? Like half a billion?
You're about to be at 800 million after this purchase.
How much has Man City spent in that same time frame?
$1 billion.
Over $1 billion, probably. Like
Nah. In the last 7 years, nah.
You paid $100 million for Grealish.
Yeah. Yeah. So we didn't buy 10 Grealishes.
So
We bought KDB in like 2017.
that was a good
Like
sign,
80,
though.
70. Riyad Mahrez like 60. Jesus was cheap. Ake, we dropped like 40 M's. Ruben Diaz, we dropped like 40 M's. Cancelo, we got for free. We traded him for Danilo. It worked out. Kyle Walker wasn't too expensive. Actually, he was. He was like 30.
What about Foden?
Foden's from the academy.
Oh, he's from your guys' academy? Oh, well,
Yeah.
nice. I
Free.
think we only I think we spent 40 million for Diaz.
That was such a good purchase, bro. Everyone wanted to sleep on Luis Diaz.
Yeah, but
That'd be better than Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane! Have you seen that video? I'll send
yeah.
it to you. No ifs, ands, or buts. I do absolutes.
I'm gonna miss Mane, man. I mean, he never looked like he was happy, like ever, but like I'm gonna miss Mane.
Why? Like 100 Premier League goals without penalties, bro. Does he want to be the star? He's not going to be the star at Bayern. All right. This is about basketball podcast.
This is a basketball podcast, but
Let's get back to it.
yeah. So game 4, I have Warriors. Not confident. I'm just picking them because they have to win. Like it's make or break. So if they don't win.
Shaye said he'd buy me a Tatum jersey if the Celtics win it all.
Oh wow, no. Did I actually say that?
Shaye said he'd buy me a fake Celtics jersey if they win it all.
I'll go down to the alley in LA and I'll get you a Tatum jersey.
Wow, that's so sweet of you.
Yeah,
thank you so much.
Only the best for you.
What do you figure? A little underdog? A little underdog?
A little underdog.
It's a little early to lock them, but
it's fine.
We should take a look. I don't want to bet on Curry just in case he doesn't play. I think he will.
Dude, we completely glossed over that when we were talking about it.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really see too much. I think he's just a big guy landed on him. He should be fine. That's what bones are for. Keep you intact.
Yeah. I just remember early in his career, his ankles were almost...
bro, for a while.
You see what he wears on his ankles?
Keeps him stiff, bro. Stiff as hell. Thank you. Yeah, with the brace all the way up. Yeah, man's got no ankles. That's crazy.
But they have 20 different projections for him, so that's fun.
I see that. I'm looking at that. The list just goes. Points, blocks and steals, points, assists, rebounds, assists, points, rebounds, assists, fantasy, 3-pointers, rebounds, assists. Damn.
Dude, I might want to do the under on Draymond points.
7.5. He dropped 2 last game. 3.
But look at his score.
Bad.
His points, past 3 games, right, against Boston. 4 points, 9 points, 2 points. I'm not confident in him scoring, but I don't know if he's going to try to score.
Klay Thompson, because he's been scoring. Oh,
yeah,
never mind.
Maybe he's got his touch back, but I don't know. Maybe, Klay 20 and a half's not bad, but I don't feel confident in it.
He's averaging 19.
Yeah, I mean, let's see. Anybody else on the Warriors that got decent?
I'm down to bet Jordan Poole's under. He's 11.5. I feel like he hasn't been doing a whole lot.
But if Curry plays, if Curry doesn't play, I mean, Poole might have to score more. So, what about
Wiggins? Wiggins 15.5?
Yeah, Wigwag.
It's kind of a steal, bro.
He's always at 15.5. He never goes over.
Yeah, I think that's a good over pick.
Yeah, I love Wigwag, so.
I'm not the biggest fan, but he's been having a good season.
I like it. Ever since he came to the league, he's really impressed me this year. I didn't think highly of him before, but oh yeah. Also too, looking at the rebound numbers for Kevon Looney, the Celtics, he was a dog. Kevon Looney in the Western Conference Finals and against the Grizzlies, dog on the boards. He hasn't had more than 9 boards this entire series. I think the Celtics bigs are just taking advantage.
I feel like his presence wasn't really there last game.
Yeah,
he's just sort of there.
So
should we bet someone on the Z's?
Yeah. So as far as Golden State, just to recap, we have under Draymond 7.5 points and over Wiggins 15.5.
Yep.
Cool. Celtics. Tatum dropped 26 last game, and he didn't really shoot well. So
I think we should bet on Brown. 24.5 points.
24.5. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think he's kind of a first half merchant. I don't know.
I mean, let him do it again then.
Honestly,
Smart, 20.5 points and assists.
Not bad, actually. 20.5 points and assists. Yeah, I mean,
Or 24.5 points, rebounds, assists.
I mean, game 2 was not great for him at all. But if you just take game 2 out,
It's an outlier.
he had 18 and 4, so that's 22. Last game he had 29, so
Over?
yeah, I'd go over on Smart. That's a good
Okay,
pick.
then let's pick another one since you don't want to do Brown. Maybe Horford or Williams? Robert Williams?
Robert Williams. They have him at
Over 0.5 steals?
yeah, 0.5 steals. That's wild. I do that.
No steals slash blocks.
Yeah, they said he's too good on blocks.
Or you want to do rebounds, assists, 7.5. Assists, half?
He
One
needs
assist? One assist.
Oh, but he doesn't
I'm
really
gonna do
it.
that. I'm
Okay,
gonna do
yeah,
that.
one assist. Screw it. All right, head over to a versus real quick.
Yeah.
Ooh, I kind of like Tatum points, rebounds, and assists.
On Curry?
Yeah, on Curry.
Yeah, let's do it. Boom.
Not because I think Tatum just got more all around.
Exactly. Rebounds a lot more.
Cool. So just to recap for everyone, we got under Draymond 7.5, over 15.5 on Wiggins, over 20.5 points and assists on Marcus Smart.
Marcus Smart.
Robert Williams just needs one assist, and Tatum over Curry in points, rebounds, and assists. They are giving Curry 0.5, but I think Tatum still clears.
For sure. All right.
So
I think
if somebody's doing a twofer, just doing two, who are the two that you would pick? Just in case somebody wants us to do a two-person.
Wiggins and Robert Williams.
Wiggins and Robert Williams.
I think
Yeah.
Wiggins can score 16, and I think Williams can get one assist. Just a rebound, pass it to Horford, just a little hand up, just a little flush.
Definitely.
Rebound, pass out, anything. Dude, it's one assist in the 30 minutes he plays.
Yeah.
He'll get one.
Obviously, yeah. I mean, and then you also can't just pick two guys on the same team. So I would.
Did I?
Obviously,
Oh,
no. Because I would do Draymond and Wiggins, but you can't do that together. So I would do Wiggins and Marcus Smart. I feel pretty good about those two. But hey, has Marcus Smart before we head out? Has Marcus Smart grown on you?
No, I still think he's, if I'm rooting for like the Clippers or the Lakers, I still think he's a dirty player and he gets hot. He's a hothead. But I like what he does for the Celtics.
Yeah.
By the way,
definitely.
I'm a bit of a numbers guy. On May 27th, Williams got zero. Wait. Where did they go? 0 assists. The next game, 1 assist. The next game, 0. The next game, 1. The next game, 0. That was last game. So he's bound for 1 next game. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, hold on. So, quick. That's a great stat, by the way. That's really. But Shams just tweeted. Everybody watching, if you love basketball, follow Shams. I think he's above Woj. That's my hot take. He just tweeted that there's optimism on Steph Curry's status for Game 4. Curry won't need an MRI, has avoided any major issues with his left foot. He'll attend practice today. So, looks like Curry's probably playing.
Hopefully he's okay. Hey, real quick before we sign off, what do you think about the Celtics, or like the rim height?
Oh,
The Warriors warm up. You think that was intentional? It had to be.
a little bit, but it was small enough of a
mind
difference
games.
that they
They noticed though.
Yeah.
They noticed. How do you
Shit,
notice that? By shooting or by dunking? You think?
Got to be both.
Yeah.
Because you're so trained on like one thing that if it's off by a little bit, like if you're shooting thousands of shots on a 10-foot rim, if it's off by a little bit, you're
If
probably
it's
gonna notice.
10.2, you can tell.
Yeah. But because you know what's crazy? Curry can probably only dunk on a 10, but if it's 10.2, you probably can't dunk.
Curry can barely dunk on a 10. I seen videos of like when he goes golfing and stuff, and they bring a basketball court and he tries dunking. He never has. He's missed all of them.
I don't know. He's a good golfer though. Shout out Curry on the golf course.
Yeah. I don't know. He's
Do
gonna lose. So
do you golf, Simon?
I'm awful at golfing. Awful.
I'll teach you.
No, Shay, you won't.
Yeah, I will. I'm pretty decent at
Okay.
golf.
Oh, I just got the report that no MRI is necessary. All right.
Yeah.
I think that does it.
That wraps it up. We're at 45.
Yeah, 3-1. When I come back to you guys. Oh, question of the day, Shay.
Oh, question of the
You're
day.
getting kind of bad at this, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I know, I kind of am, but I was so excited to talk about the game. But okay, so what we did? We did movies, we did favorite Disneyland ride, and then the last one was
I don't remember what the last one was.
I
but
don't remember the last.
Don't do anything based off of it. I think. It was
Okay,
a weird
what's
question.
if you didn't live in the U.S., what's one country you would go live in?
Probably the motherland, honestly.
Colombia.
I'd go back to
Yeah.
Colombia. Yeah.
Yeah,
What
I'd
about
probably
you?
do. Probably. I have like a list. So like I have a lot of play. I would do Italy, Costa Rica, um, maybe Spain. I saw a thing that the best place, it was a global best place to retire, Portugal. So I'd be like, go check it out.
Dude, I was talking to one of my girl's family members, and he's retiring and going to Portugal, and he's showing me the house and like why he's moving. It's actually pretty sick.
Yeah,
So if you
shout
guys
out
do want to
Portugal.
retire somewhere nice, Portugal, pretty good on crime rates, pretty good healthcare, beautiful scenery. It's
Oh,
in
yeah.
Europe, so you can go anywhere you want for a weekend.
Yeah, shout out
So,
Portugal.
yeah.
Pretty nice.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
yeah. Shout out Lake Como in Italy. That's like where I would go. I'd own a nice little like wooden Italian boat. Just live a
Oh wow, very nice.
I already got it planned out. So
I see. I should plan mine out just in case.
yeah. Do you have a
Just in
backup?
case this blows up and I can retire at 25.
Well, it's obviously gonna blow up, right?
Yeah, of
Because
course.
we're gonna obviously all of our picks hit, and we're gonna make so much money from our picks.
Not
that we're
liable, but we always make money from our picks. Again, Underdog, if you're ever watching this, feel free to sponsor us.
email is in the description. That goes for
Prize
anybody
Picks,
too.
go fuck yourself. Put this mic up your ass. Prize Picks CEO, whoever handles the sponsorships.
Yes. Anybody watching wants to ask us a question that you want to ask on the podcast, feel free to email us. Always open
By
to
all means.
like questions or suggestions. Follow us on YouTube, Spotify. Simon gets off his one good knee and starts socials. You know, we'll do that. And then, yeah, and then that's pretty much it for today.
Yep. Shout out Julian for joining us today. Thank you.
He'll probably we were supposed to have a guest today, but he did not wake up on time. So maybe next episode, but we'll see.
We'll see. Sundays are kind of for the duo, but we'll see.
All right, we'll see. All right, guys. Have a good one. We'll see you on Sunday. Simon, have a good rest of your day.
Peace out. Thank you as well, sir.
Bye-bye.